the short answer. What's your name and your number?
Daniel on 77.
Daniel on 70. Nobody has 77.
Okay, we're going to have time for maybe one, maybe two questions max.
Alright, ask fast so everybody can have a chance to play.
Hi, what's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Downton Abbey. I'm not ashamed. I'm so comfortable with myself I can admit that. I love it. There's a comedian named Patton Oswalt. Do y'all know him? Okay, so Patton is obsessed with the show, and so I tweeted him one day. I was like, and like he has parties where his guests come over and they either dress like one of the upstairs people or the downstairs people, right? So I thought he was doing it like ironically. I hate people who do things ironically, and I was like, Patton, you're a douche for doing this ironically. And then he messaged me back and he was like, dude, it's the best show ever, watch it. So I Netflixed the pilot episode and spent 13 hours watching British people drink tea. And I love the show, I don't care, and I also like cooking competition shows and The Amazing Race. So what's your name and your number?
I'm Shay and 27.
27, thank you. Hi.
Hi, I just wanted to know if you could do your best Kiwi accent.
No, because here's the thing about, so there was an episode, you know this show called House Hunters? Do you know this show? Okay, so there was an episode and it took place in Australia, but the people were Kiwi. And so every time I tell this story, they're like, oh, that's not a Kiwi accent, that's an Aussie accent. When I tell it to Australian people, like, oh, that's a Kiwi accent, right? So you people don't even know what you sound like. So this lady was looking for a house with a big dick. And she kept saying it. And so I'm like, it was so good, I couldn't believe that Twitter wasn't blowing up with this lady, like, oh, this dick's rather small. This dick is just right, you know, and so I'm like, and so I'm laughing like a 12-year-old boy. So I'm telling that story and I said, oh, that's not Australian. I mean, that's not Kiwi, that's Australian. You guys do say dick. You say dick, and you're comedians. Okay, you remember that show, Flight of the Conchords? Do you know the guy who played the boss? What's his name? He did an episode of Legit.
Reese Darby.
Yeah, right. And so I noticed that your comedians all do this stuff. They're like, they say things like, you want to eat some cheese? You want to go watch the show? And that's becoming a very common thing because I watched a show about some reincarnated gods who were like living in Auckland. Do you know this show? What is it? My brain couldn't process it. I was watching it, I couldn't decide what it was. Now, at the end of it, I was still confused, but they were doing it. They were like, do you want to go kill Loki? And I was like, you know, that works for him and not for you, guy with big chin muscles. And okay, so it's an epidemic, really. You know who started it? Ricky Gervais started doing that, and now everybody's doing it. I know he's not Kiwi, but he's not here, so I can talk about it. What's your name and your number?
Megan.
Megan.
And 42.
42. Hi. Sorry, Megan, I gotta move this along because I'm trying to give everybody in line a chance.
Hi. Do you ever just get a script sometimes and you just go, I can't wait to do this?
When I got the script for Hustle and Flow, I got it 2 years before they shot the movie, and I loved it. I was like, this is poetry, I want to do this. Nobody wanted to make it. MTV offered to make it, but they wanted to make the part of the Black Pimp be Johnny Knoxville, and they wanted Justin Timberlake to play my part, and which is so stupid. And so the producer mortgaged his house, and we went to Memphis with like $1 million, and we made this movie, and it was pure, and we won Sundance. It set a record for the highest price I've ever paid for a movie. And I knew when we were making it that it was something special. But that is like such a rare thing, because usually you'll see something and it turns out to be crap because it's like edited and scored by somebody else and you have no control over it. Hustle and Flow was really, and legit, I would read those scripts and be like, it just sounds right. So what's your name and your number?
Molly, and 47.
40, where are you from?
England.
I can hear it.
Downton Abbey rocks.
Where in England are you from?
A park called East Anglia.
Alright, I know it. I lived in London for 6 years. I went to college there.
Ah.
It did take me 6 years to get through college, but I just stayed around. So what's your number? 47?
47.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi. Nice bow tie.
Thank you. What's your favourite episode of Supernatural that you're not in?
Dude, I've only ever seen one other episode of Supernatural. It was an episode where Jared falls down a hole and goes to hell. And it made me turn down the show. So let me tell you the genesis of this. And I've told this story before, and I try not to repeat stories, but I'm going to tell you.
It is 1:30.
So anyway, I feel like I'm at the Oscars. I've been played off. So they sent me the script and like, hey, we play this part. We wrote this for you. You should do this. And I was like, so they sent me an episode, and it was two attractive dudes running after things and killing it. So I called my manager, and I was like, I'm not going to be in a show where I'm not just less attractive in the leads, but like staggeringly so. So I said no. So then Sarah Gamble, the then showrunner, called me. He's like, you're a dick if you don't do this because we wrote it for you. And then I was friends with Jared. I'd known him from going out in LA and stuff. And he was like, dude, just come and do it. And it turned out to be one of the best choices I've ever made because I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have been in New Zealand 3 times in the last year if I had done it. God damn, Bill, shut up. Anyway, what's your name and your number?
Kaylin in 19.
Palin, like Sarah Palin?
No, Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Yeah, K-A-L-L-A-N.
She's an idiot, dude. Y'all know who she is, right? Okay, in 19?
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. Is that the end of it?
That's the end of it.
Okay, so now we're gonna see who won. Can you read that? There's words in the inside of it. Ode number.
Is it got a 6 or a 4? I'm serious.
Guess!
Okay. And the lucky number is 14.
It's 16, dumbass. And the winner is... Hold on. It's not very scientific. Grayson got 15. Grayson?
Brittany got
Hey.
13.
What?
Brittany got 13. That works.
15 is close. Oh.
13.
Yeah,
It's
15
16.
is closer to 16.
But 13 is kind of close.
Oh, you failed, Glenorchy.
Did you go to public school here?
I think she was homeschooled.
I'm writing some letters when I get home. Anyway, you won this. So if I come back next year and you have a cavity, I'm going to kick your ass. 'Cause that's... Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'll be here all weekend. I'll be at the cocktail party tonight. Come up to me, say anything you want. I don't get my feelings hurt easily. Thank you so much, everybody.
Christchurch, big applause.
Thanks, Christchurch!
Brother from another mother.
Thanks! Let's go eat some cheese.
It was pretty on stage. Right. Stick around, all you Star Trek fans. We've got Arvin Shimmerman and the lovely Kitty Swank coming up to answer all your questions Star Trek related.